Welcome back, it's slow TV time. It's definitely anything besides fast TV. When we last visited this fantastic world of PyBlock, we had started to consider creating a composter. After some consideration, I have come to the conclusion that it's too risky, or I don't know, I just don't think it's the best idea. So what we will do instead is to create a whole bunch of formic acid, because it's science time. You know why we do this? We do this for science. See what I did there? Yeah. I hope you have watched Mythbusters. If not, you should. It's a good show. Excellent show. So let's see here. We will be needing a bit of coke. And not just a bit, I can tell you that. I'm kind of thinking that we should do like this for now. So just put all the coke in a chest, so that we will only be burning this raw coal. I hope this should be enough. Yeah, it should be enough. I hope. Where is it? It's not enough. It's not enough, is it? But well, maybe with a little help from our friends, the wood. Actually, the wood is not gonna help either at this moment. If I put it up in the production area, that's not helping at all, is it? And that one is running low on power. I don't like seeing this. Damn it, inserters. Work faster. I have a bit of a bad feeling about this. If this keeps up. But on the other hand, oh, this is tricky. I think one thing we could try to do is to move this one. Let's move this one over here. Why do we have this one here? Don't need. I kind of expected this to happen, but I didn't quite expect it to happen so soon, actually. And this is not a good sign. This is definitely not a good sign. We need to help it out a bit here. Let's add some wood into the mix. Oh boy, oh boy. We seriously have a fuel problem here. And I'm betting that it might be going to get a bit worse, because we need to start our machines, basically. But hopefully with like 75%. Wait a minute, what am I even using up this fuel for? Because I do need this, I need the tar. I seriously need the tar. Or can I... this is tricky. Okay, let's continue with the coke over here. How much of this do we have now? Why do we not have any creamy latex? Because we are missing sap. Why are we missing sap? Because we have plenty of sap. Is it possible that this... yeah... oh! This is fairly interesting. We can increase this production by scaling this machine, and this machine doesn't even cost any copper. That's great! That's fantastic, actually. Because right now this is kind of where things get slowed down. But anyway, let's continue adding that, and oh my god, we will need coal, and coal is not something we have a lot of right now. I might need to scale the production of seaweed, actually. That's not something I'm looking forward to, definitely not. But considering our resources is consumed quite fast at this point, I don't know if we have much other options. I don't know. Just don't know. Guess there's only one way to find out, and that is to hope for the best, kind of. The good thing at least is that besides science, I'm not wasting any more, I'm not consuming any more copper at these moments. Let's turn this thing off because that's gonna take too long. And I'm not gonna need this chromium anyway, as I decided to cancel the composter project. So all the copper that we get can be used to help with more seaweed or something, I don't know. Or to just automation, anything, probably seaweed. How much was it again? One of these costs 7.5. And then the distillation column, which we actually can make one. Or we could... I don't know. I think the seaweed should be... let's wait and see what happens and take the decision later, basically. I think that's the best choice for the moment. So let's see, here we actually have 6 rounds of this. That's good, that's great. Now we just need 60 coal. 60 coal. Boy, it's a lot of coal. Let's enable this one again. And let's use some of this coal. How are we doing with this fuel? Not great. Definitely not great. There was something called like activated. Oh, we can check this coal briquette. Advanced in electronics. Yeah, right. Coal processing 2. That's still quite a bit far away. Fuel production, yeah, whatever. So that's a crazy amount of different coal-related liquids, seriously. Very crazy amount. Coal processing 1. I think I definitely need this. Because I think this will help me with getting more fuel. $19. A little bit more, please. This again. Let's see what we can do about this. Let's rotate this thing so that it uses this. Oh boy, that's quite a bit of quartz ore over there. Oh, this is stupid. There we go. Totally makes sense that that one can't keep up. Let's take some sand. I think we can make some landfill. It's been a while since we made landfill. So this one should be increasing now again. I don't like this. Very much don't like this. How much was it for a slow wood forestry? 75, that's a bit much, to be honest. Let's put in the coke there. Because we do need that. There we have some of that. Let's see, do we have more coal? I hope we do. We do. So that's 3 times this. Rubber stoppers. Let's go. So I'm guessing in that case that we have quite a bit of molten glass here. That's good. This is good. This is very good. So as you can see, we have sort of made it a bit easier, at least, to get our very valuable science packs. Oh, don't have any output there even. Okay. Oh, this is good. So this should be enough to get us 3 batches of science packs. Put in some basic substrate there again. That's 1 batch. That's a second batch. And this is a 3rd batch. This is actually the biggest batch of science pack we've ever created so far. This is good. This is good. Still though, we're gonna need more, that's for sure. So let's take a look at what's holding us up. How much of this do we want to insert? Say half of it, approximately, or 1/3. Formic acid, latex slab. We still have quite a bit of that, which means that our biggest problem at the moment is actually the coal. I think I might know a solution to that, and it's called wood. It's definitely called wood. Oh, come on. There we go. That inserter is actually kind of useless, because I'm moving stuff around here anyway, so might just well move a bit more around, basically. 43, that's good. Even more. There we go. This is actually so useful that I'm sort of considering the possibility at some point in the future, if I can afford it, to create another one of these. Because I do know anyway that this gives me a net gain of steam and fuel and everything. Because it is in a closed loop right now. Except for the water, of course, but water is free, so who cares? So basically, the more of these I have, the more fuel I will get, and the more coal as well, and the more of everything. Let's see, was it rubber? Yes. Rubber stopper. Oh, this is good. This is good. It almost feels like we're actually automating things, even though we are not, but thing is that we're making a lot more progress now than we have been ever before, basically, so... Oh, crap. Yeah. That's a problem. That's for sure. This is definitely a problem. Oh, do I have that many empty petri dish? That's cool. Agar, seaweed, high pressure furnace. Okay. So let's see. How are we doing with this glass? Not too good, it seems. At least rubber stoppers is no longer a problem. The coal gases. Yeah, that's basically everything that's there. So we can entirely remove this ugly twisted belt. Speaking of removing things, it looks like we can also remove this. And this, because we have moved that production entirely. I just wish this could give us some copper, but it cannot. There we go. At least we don't have any low quality pipes left. Let's twist this one around. There we go. So now we should be prioritizing this one a bit more, but sadly it will take quite a bit of time. Let's disable this one for now. Even though that's actually the thing we need. I'm stupid. 99.4. We're not gonna get any more here anyway. So let's just add a single piece of regular pipes there so that we can plug it into the west or east or somewhere else if need be. Actually, let's do the same over here. There we go. Now, what can we do about this? Because this fact that we are getting so little coal gas is not very good. I suppose what we could do about it is to move some inserters around. Even though this is quite likely, sadly, to produce a shortage. A shortage of fuel, of course. I still kind of feel like it's worth it. No rubber. Okay, don't have any of those left. That's good. Ooh, we almost have 75 copper. There we go. And I need more carbon dioxide. But what I mostly need actually is coal gas. Because coal gas is currently blocking everything else. Well, everything. I mean, it's blocking the glass. Now I can see this one going up. But the problem is that it needs to go into both. Because without that we are not getting any molten glass. And we need the molten glass just as much as we need the glassware. So anyway, we have 4 glassware. I think we know what to do with this. That's right. Research. So gonna look around in the settings if we can. Can we not pause the game all the time? Is there anything like pause, show grids when game is paused? Technology screen opens, no. Other? Nope. Oh well. Never mind then. Probably need to just host a local multiplayer game for that to not pause the game, I guess. Might do that next time. How are we doing with this wood? 36 wood. Yeah, I think we will actually let our copper go there, because this is actually a good source of fuel and of coal, and therefore also of coke. So yeah, let's expand on this wood farming. Speaking of expanding, we can use some of our landfill over here to do this expanding. So let's see here. Right, these are quite easy because they can chain. Oh boy. I think it's time for more stone now. Switch this one to stone. Because we are definitely getting enough sand for this one. I mean, quartz ore is not our main issue here. That's for sure. Then let's see here. So we basically want to move all of this eventually. We'll just let this one finish. Okay. There we go. Now that one is started. And we will need to put this somewhere as well, as we can have about here probably. So here we can have, actually let's move this one step down so that we can have a belt going in this direction, so that we can expand on these to the right. Okay, let's get rid of this one now. And this steam can probably go, I don't know. There we go. So here we should produce wood. Right. And let's see. So then we have a boiler. Can point this way. It's good. So then we can just have inserter there, inserter there. Something like that. There we go. Then this one will be producing actually let's put it this way. It's much less in the way like that. Oh boy, that's quite a lot of landfill. Let's not wait for that to be finished. So here we go. Now this should work. Although I would like to have a little box there. Just to have a little bit of a caching layer, basically. And let's switch quickbar item there, because we do have quite a bit of iron. So I think this should be good. Let's start to plant this one as well. We have there, and then we do need to have a bit of an electric pole over here. Like that. So I think this should give us twice the amount of wood as before. Now, of course, the problem is, if you can call it that we are using twice the amount of steam, but it does seem to be alright. Because we are not... Yeah, we are... This one is going down quite slowly now. So I just want to make sure that these don't stop completely at this point. Okay, this one will finish first. Worst case scenario, I just add a bit of extra fuel to this one. But then again, I also kind of do want to know that this is still self-sustaining. Which I think it should be. There's that one ready, which means that the next one should be finished soon. There's that one ready, which means that this one should start filling up again. And then it should start going slower. Please. Yes. I think this is working. It looks like it. Yeah, this is definitely working now. Great! And it seems like we still have room for maybe 2 more even. So next time we get to 75 copper, that might be something to consider. And this one is full. How great. Or not. No new glass at this point. So let's... I don't know, I kinda like neither of those fuels. With the wood that we have here, we can put it in here, which gives us more coal. This carbon I kind of do want to use, even though I know this is a risky thing to do. Just taking it away like that. Let's remove that one, you're also not being used. So let's actually... yeah, something like that. So can we make more rubber? We can. How are we doing on that glass? Do we have any glass? I want glass. We have 2 glass. That's not enough. We need more glass than that. See, molten glass is extremely valuable. So valuable. Free. At least we are getting more of that. Out of this, put it in. Want this chest to take things out here as well, actually. I have so many inserters everywhere. Okay, so now the only thing that's not automated is this. So we do need to have more seaweed. I think actually I will create seaweed farm over here somewhere, and in order to automate things a bit. We have water over here, good. Let's bring some over here. There we go. This one we can just leave it as is. We don't need an inserter to take anything out or anything like this. We will just let it fill up and move things around manually every now and then, especially to this place. Was there anything else? Yeah, okay, those things, but those are part of the different part of this science pack, so we'll just take it a bit easy with those. We still have a bit of moss saved, which is good, and the only thing moss needs is carbon dioxide, which needs carbon. So alright. Let's maybe... well... Right now I don't think it helps to get this going, because our problem at the moment isn't this, that's for sure. Because I can still accidentally open a bunch of windows, it seems. Rubber. I can still make even more of these rubber stoppers. So that's not a problem. The problem is the other part. The glassware. Where we need to use these rubber stoppers. It's like only 60 methanol, of course. Methanol has fuel value of 1 megajoule. Can we change our settings here? Defaults, fluid. Multi-purpose pipe. Cool. Storage tank, pipe tank. Soft pipe tanks. Can we change the fluid that we are... Oh. Sure, it should be possible somehow. Choose the logistic item. Yes, pipe. Ah, damn it. I don't want to do that. I want to change this fluid to something else. But I can't figure out how to do that. Oh well. We know basically that the coal gas is 20% as good as the methanol that is displayed. So we'll just have to keep that in mind. Let's use some of this coal, since I can't really use it anyway for something else. Crazy amounts of iron. That's for sure. 30 copper. Too bad. 53. Nice. So should we make even more of these? I mean, adding one seaweed farm doesn't really help much now. It will just sort of increase our production of seaweed by 3%. That's not a lot. So increasing our wood production, however, with 50%, that's quite useful. Even if it requires significantly more amounts of copper. So we'll just expand a bit in this direction. Like that. And we can craft some more landfill again. Oh. Luckily I happen to know a place where you can get wood. I don't like it, but I just have to spend some. Well, actually I didn't need to spend it now, but oh well. There we go. So now we just... yeah, damn it. Ah, damn it. Let's actually remove this. Should kind of make the logistics simpler. Guess we are using up... oh, look at this! You know what this means, don't we? Yes, we do. It means another 4 research, another 6 research, I mean. So we are at 75% right now of 50. Soon we are at 80%, which means just 10 more. So that's good, that's just 1 or 2 batches. Then we will have the next step, which is the cold processing. So we are definitely getting somewhere at the moment. Now I kind of want to look deeper into this high pressure furnace. Seaweed steam. High pressure furnace. We have a high pressure furnace here. So let's use that one to create this seaweed. Where can I? Does this contain anything? That's good. Steam, steam, steam. There we go. So now this should be producing some of this, which we will be needing to produce the petri dish. Right. I basically just want to take the opportunity to fill up a bit on the basic substrate, because it's probably gonna be a matter of time before we run out of that. See, we have 19 coke here, so let's use that. I see we don't have any copper here, so let's not place any wood there. I see we have some copper here. I see we don't have any fuel besides wood. But wood can be converted quite easily into a much better form of fuel. Speaking of which, it's been a while actually since we took a look at the fishing. So I bet that we probably have quite a bit of stuff to deal with over there. Mostly blood, probably. Oh yeah, I just now realize how amazing this recipe is. Because the wood we are getting, we are converting some of it back into copper and iron using the tar thing. We are getting burnable resources Like, we are helping the glass production with the coal gas. We are getting burnable fuel with coal, and that can also become coke, and we can use it in this recipe to make the rubber stoppers. And most importantly, we're not getting too much iron, believe it or not. So this recipe is just absolutely amazing. Let's continue using this. Let's... yes, I know you are lacking stuff. See, we have way too much rubber stoppers compared to glass. Wait a minute, 120? You're telling me that... Damn. We need 120 of this in order to get 2 glasswares. So we need 240 of quartz ore for just one batch. Oh dear lord. Yeah, that's slow. So let's take some more of that wood. Now we might actually want to... Correction, we definitely want to move this one, because it does no longer make sense to have it up there. So there we go. Instead we will put it down here, much closer to our wood production. There we go. So now basically, if this goes as planned, which it naturally will not. Actually, that can work. The idea here is basically that we will first put wood into this if needed. Then we will put wood into this. Okay, it's a bit suboptimal that we're actually using wood instead of coal to burn this, but it should be okay. Could also change that later. We're basically using almost 1 wood to burn this. That's okay, I guess, sort of. So let's put in some more wood here. Actually, let's use some coal there for a while to burn stuff with. So the goal of this is basically to get a lot of coal. Oops, this was not intended, but I think it's okay. Or is it? Yeah, I think it's okay. Alright. We will not be using anything automatically. Let's see, this tar. We need to get rid of the tar as well, of course. How far away is that? Okay, it's up here. So we just do a bit like this, then we can realize that having this fluid bus thingy here was a good idea, it turns out. So there we go. Now, luckily, we happen to have some coal here with us that we can use as fuel to get more copper plates. Now let's take a look at the fishing. Alright, of course. Damn, that's a lot. We have 1,000 fishes here. This is great. This is a lot of resources. And now we actually have a sort of good source for burning them. So the coal that I will be the copper that I am getting now, I will be using to create another one of these machines. Haven't I already produced one? Apparently not. Let's fix this landfill, otherwise I'm gonna go mad. So we could have an inserter here or here. To output this stuff. Assuming we have some more seaweed, of course. So this is good. Only slight problem is that it's slow to take things out, but that's okay. As long as it's using things, it should be alright. And this one is also sort of okay. So yeah, now the next batch of those comes, and then shortly after this one. That's good, very good. I like this, should have expanded this a long time ago. Or actually I shouldn't, because back then I didn't have the copper. So yeah, now I can even fill this one up a bit while I go check for more copper. 45. 84k, okay, I think we'll flush that one again. And then we basically don't have enough fuel with us for this process. But that should be quite easily fixable. I'm considering actually making a belt like this for the although that doesn't maybe help, of course, unless we fix a furnace here. But then we need an inserter and an inserter for the output. And actually this we can do in another way. like more like this. Let's do it like this. This is bad. Maybe I have miscalculated. Maybe this doesn't work as good as I think it does. Okay, yeah, I still have a bit of confidence in this. Still looks quite good. Oh boy. Transport belts. Or transport belts. There we go. So now I think this should fix our little problem. With fuel. I hope. It does look pretty good. And we're even using the coal, so this seems like a quite good solution for now. I'm only worried about this. The fact that this runs out so often. But it seems to quite quickly recover. So I still think it can work. Just wondering how much extra we are getting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we are getting some extras, which is good. Although that coal is used up quite quickly, I realize. But anyway, yeah, we are going plus at least. We are gaining more than we waste for this, so that's good. So yeah, maybe that's it for this episode. Maybe we should just check if we have some more glass. Not enough. Definitely not enough. We need some more molten glass, which, as we know, is not a fast process directly. So let's just look at this a bit. Is this full? Of course it's full. But this one also needs processing, so give me that copper. Although I guess that the copper from these is a bit more. Yep, that's for sure. So looking at the copper produced and used over the last hour, we are producing a bit less copper now compared to what we have been to before. And we have actually used a bit more copper this round, this hour. However, if we look at coal, then we can see that we have been producing more coal than we have used actually. So that's good. That's a very good sign. And even this we have, let's see, we have used a bit more coal than we have used and a bit more coke, but not much really. So I think this is a quite good improvement to the coal. And looking at the wood, we have both started to produce more, but also started using more. But I think that's acceptable. So once again, we have a problem. We have a problem. This is not quite what was planned. Maybe it's possible that the inserters are a bit slow. We do actually only have one inserter for this. So I think I do want to add one more here. This is a bit of an issue. Hopefully this should fix it. Basically trying to kickstart things. And here some of that precious coal comes along. I hope this should fix it. Now that's something for next time to deal with. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have more copper than I do. Even though I actually have 26 copper now. Not bad, not bad. See you!